Satanam. Greetings, my friends. Bow to you, bow to God in you, bow to God in all. So come on then, let's go for another walk. Let's talk about forgiveness. But before we start, a little prayer of the fifth Guru, Guru Arjan Dev Ji, asking for forgiveness from God. ਅਸੀਂ ਖਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਕਮਾਵਦੇ ਅੰਤ ਨ ਪਾਰਾਵਾਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਖਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਕਮਾਵਦੇ ਅੰਤ ਨ ਪਾਰਾਵਾਰ ਹਰ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਬਖਸ਼ ਲਿਓ ਨਾਨਕ ਪਾਰਿ ਉਤਾਰ ਹਰ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਬਖਸ਼ ਲਿਓ ਨਾਨਕ ਪਾਰਿ ਉਤਾਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਖਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਕਮਾਵਦੇ we gather so many mistakes, we do so many mistakes ਅੰਤ ਨਾ ਪਾਰਾਵਾਰ, there's no end to them. ਹਰ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਬਖਸ਼ ਲਿਓ. O Lord, shower your grace and forgive me. ਹਰ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਬਖਸ਼ ਲਿਓ ਨਾਨਕ ਪਾਰਿ ਉਤਾਰ. Nanak says, and ferry me across. So, forgiveness. Let's talk about 3 parts to it. Why do we need to forgive? What happens if we don't forgive? And how do we forgive? So think of a time when you're being really upset and thinking bad thoughts about someone. You know, maybe vengeful thoughts, maybe you've been hurt by them. And then that consumes you. Someone's hurt you. I remember a few times in my life, I lent them a lot of money. They promised they would pay back. I was very patiently asking them over a long period of time. They kept fobbing me off, and then even sent me checks, which then bounced. So when I remember doing Simran, my morning meditation, I found it very hard to concentrate because my mind kept going to that person and feeling negative towards them, angry towards them, and feeling like a fool for trusting them. And then that disturbed my meditation. I couldn't meditate. So that's one big reason to forgive, is our mind becomes like a fist. It holds onto that thought and won't let go. And so what's the cause? Why does the mind not want to forgive? It's very simple. You hurt me, I hate you, I want to hurt you. So for example, that person hurt me because they betrayed my trust. Love and betrayal. You know, they betrayed my trust, and in turn they hurt me. My mind starts hating them. Opposite of love is hate. And on top of that, my mind then wants to hurt them. Revenge. Problem being is I can't physically go up and punch him, kick him. I can't scratch his car. He was living far from me, and even if he was close, it's not a line I would cross. But some people do. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. As my daughter said once when she was little, I told her an eye for an eye, and that makes everyone blind. And then I said a tooth for a tooth, and she said, yeah, it makes everyone eat soup. But what do we do then? We want, you hurt me, I hate you, I want to hurt you. So by holding this grudge in our mind, by holding hatred towards that person, we kind of think, yes, they did such a bad thing to me, I'm going to think negatively of them, I'm going to feel disgusted every time I think of them, I'm going to send them bad thoughts, bad wishes. But it makes no difference to that person, does it? It makes absolutely no difference to that person what's going on inside your head. They're happily getting on with their life, enjoying that money that you gave them. And you're sitting there steaming away, smoke coming out of your ears. It's laughable looking back, but when you're in it, it's a very hard thing to get out of because your mind has got such a grip on you. And even then, what's the solution? So you think, okay, forgive and forget. Every religion has something about let it go, turn the other cheek. Sheikh Farid, the saint, Muslim saint that was in the Sikh scriptures, he even said, if someone slaps you, kiss their feet. So this is the path of the saints. They don't respond with hate for hate. They respond with love for hate. But before you can love, you have to forgive. But then, if you try and forgive, so I remember in my mind when I was doing my meditation, I kept trying to do my satanam, think of God, think of love and kindness, but then my mind would go to him for not paying that money back. And then you think, no, stop it, I should forgive him. But then the mind, or the ego part, it fights back. No, why should I forgive him? He's the one that's wrong. If I forgive him, and this is the key, if I forgive him, then I've let him get away with it. You see, you feel like if you've forgiven someone, you've let them get away with what they did. And that's not acceptable to the ego, to that mind. And then inside it's like you cross your arms, you tighten your face, you make that fist and you hold on even tighter. I'm never gonna forgive. They need to suffer. Somebody said, when you hate someone, it's like you make a cup of poison, but it's the cup that you don't feed them, you drink it yourself. You're the only one that suffers. I was the only one that's suffering. So how do you get over the ego part, the mind, part of the mind that says, no, I'm not going to let them get away with it? Well, that's the thing. You have to have faith. You have to have faith. God, I'm going to forgive them. I need to move on. I need to let my mind blossom, let it go, let it be. Let my mind relax, open, so I can go back into my heart. But I trust you. I trust you will take care, because I trust in your law of karma. What we sow is what we reap. What we sow is what we reap. So in the same way, if I'm sowing negativity towards that person, thinking bad of them, sending bad wishes, cursing them, cursing myself, what happens to my state of mind? Get more bitter, more down, more twisted, more evil, using up all of my life energy, my amrit, looking more drained, more depressed, taking it out on my nearest and dearest, shouting at my kids or my family because I'm not happy inside and they have done nothing wrong, but they're the closest ones to me. So when we forgive, we free our own mind. And we can only forgive if we trust God, have faith in His law of karma. And just as I then forgive, God, I forgive them, God bless them, they're also acting out of their lower consciousness. They don't know what they're doing. Jesus on the cross, He said, Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they do. So this is the heart of a saint. And we learn from that. But we trust that in the bigger scheme of things, nothing is forgotten. Goodness is rewarded, badness is punished according to God's law of karma, whether in this life, the next life, the life after. That money will come back to me, not that I care about it anymore. And that person who did the bad deed, they will, how they made me feel, they will go through those same feelings. And this is the reason for reincarnation. You have to balance your dues with everyone. So if you're on a spiritual path, you want to cancel out your mistakes. So when we forgive, we free our own mind. And we have faith that God will take care of everything. And that allows us to do our simran, our meditation in peace. And go beyond the mind into our heart, into the love. Then what happens is when you forgive, God also forgives us. Think about it. When we didn't forgive, we were being punished as well. But when we forgave, we were freed. And being freed, that's God's forgiveness. God also forgives us for the negativity we brought inside. So forgiveness is a very, very important and essential tool. What I found as well is that forgiveness is part one. You forgive the person, you free your mind, you have faith in God, He will take care of it. But also, in terms of worldly stuff, if that person has done a crime, then you have every right to report it, to tell people that this person is a child abuser, for example, so to protect other people in future. It's not a matter of just forgive and forget, because if society needs to be warned of this person, then they should also be named and shamed. But inside yourself, don't take any satisfaction from them being brought up in front of the police, punished. Because there's so many people you see on TV, horrible things might have happened. A child might have been abused, killed, and it's absolutely devastating. I can't imagine. And then they go through the justice system, and at the end, even if the person has been found suitably guilty and punished accordingly, still the person, the family, they say we still haven't got peace. So the legal system, yes, go through it, lock that person away, name and shame them so the rest of society are not also affected by any future deeds they do. But for your own freedom, you have to forgive. Coming back to what Guru Arjan Dev Ji said at the beginning. How do we ask for forgiveness? With a humble heart, put our hands together, close our eyes, deeply, deeply talk to God inside us. Asi khate bahut kamavde ant na paravar, har kirpa karke bakhsh leo, nanak par utar. We commit so many mistakes. There's no limit to them. Oh Lord, shower your grace and forgive me, so I too may be ferried across from this mind into the heart. God bless you. Satnam, Satnam, Satnam.